Hi everybody. Okay, so we've learned that we cannot eat chametz on Pesach, but that we eat matza. And what is matza? So today I want to make matza with you. It turns out that matza is made with flour, just like our chametz is made with flour. And today, so I'm gonna have flour, and it also has water. But what makes it different than chametz is that the flour and the water are not good. When they mix together, we have to make sure that the dough that we make for matzah does not take longer than 18 minutes to be baked. From the beginning of mixing the water and the flour until the matzah is ready, it has to take 18 minutes. If it takes longer than that, it won't be matzah. It's going to become chametz. It's going to have time to grow. And so we're going to start. So I have a recipe. I was told we start with mixing 2 cups of flour, and we're gonna add to it 1 cup of water, and that's all that matzah needs, just flour and water. The moment it touches, we have to start timing 18 minutes to make sure that the dough does not become chametz. So right now I am starting to mix and mix and mix. And I'm going to have to work quickly to make the dough, because this looks a lot like the dough we make for bread, for challah. But our challah dough usually has more ingredients. It has eggs, it has oil, it has salt, it has yeast to make the dough even grow more. I'm gonna have to add more flour because the dough is very sticky. Still got to try to work really fast. Uh-oh. This is very sticky still. Maybe making matzah is not so easy after all. We'll put more flour. And we'll knead and knead and knead. And after we knead it, we'll have to knead it some more. Okay, let's see how I do this. Okay, everybody, I've got my dough now. I've been kneading and kneading and kneading for a few minutes already. My hands are tired, but I'm not done. Now I'm going to take a little piece of the dough. Actually, this is too much. I'm going to take a little piece and we're going to roll it and roll it and roll it and roll it and roll it. Make a little ball. Then we're going to flatten it. We're going to make like a disc, like a little flat pancake. And this is then going to be rolled out with a roller, because it has to be super duper. Oh, I've got to put a lot of flour on it so it doesn't stick. It has to be super duper flat. So we're going to be rolling and rolling and rolling it until it is very, very flat. Matzah is definitely a flat dough. We cannot let it rise. If we let it rise, it's gonna not be matzah, it's gonna be chametz. So we have to be quick because we still have to make it before 18 minutes. I wonder if I'm gonna make it before 18 minutes. Wow, my dough is coming up. My dough is really thin and flat. I think it looks good. Now I'm I'm going to poke it with a fork. The reason is that the matza dough, if it gets any air inside, it's gonna bubble up, it's gonna grow, and then it's not gonna be matza again. We are trying to make it very flat. And when you buy matza, you know that it has little holes on it. That's how it is made. It has little holes because that's what makes it not grow, not get puffy. When it bakes, it won't get puffy. So this is our next step, is to make sure it has lots and lots and lots of holes. Once it is full of holes, it is ready to go in the oven. I am going to make one more little matza, and I'm going to put them both together in the oven and see what happens. Oh, I forgot to flatten the disc, flatten the ball. And I'm trying to work so fast because matza has to be done really, really fast. Ready to roll. I need flour. We're gonna roll it out. And roll it really, really flat. Really, really thin. Okay. When I have these two ready, I will put them in the oven. Okay, it is time to take the matza out and see what it is like. Well, I see one of our matzas looks very flat. Here is the matza. Here it is. Now, on the other one, I think I forgot to make the holes. And although it is pretty flat, I think you can see little bumps, little puffy parts of the matza. So I guess that one, you see all the little bumps and the puffy things? That's because I forgot to make the holes on that one. All right, I'm gonna keep trying this. It's very cool to make matza. Let's see what happens if I make another one without holes and another one with holes. It's an experiment. Okay, we'll let you know. Okay, everybody, so I finished making my dough and I want to show you. This is what the matza looks like, at least my matza. Maybe not the real matza, but that's what the matza looks like. It's very flat, very thin. That one was the one that had holes. This was a matza that I made flat like the other ones, but look at that. It puffed a little bit because I didn't poke the holes. I was trying out an experiment to see what happens if you don't poke holes on it, like I did with the other matza. This one gets little bumps, puffy bumps that are air. And then I did another experiment. I made some of the same dough, but this time I didn't flatten it so much. I didn't make it as flat like the matza. And guess what it turned out to be? This turned out to be a little pita bread. A pita bread that you can open up and put something inside, falafel or cheese, make a sandwich. I made a little pita bread. So with the same dough, we can make matza or bread. What's the difference? Matza, remember, has to be baked before 18 minutes so it doesn't become chametz. And now we know how to make matzah. See you.